This is a Saturday morning TV log from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday morning TV log, and this time around it's Adam Ant, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Noel, the Big D to you, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday morning TV log is Adam Ant, or I should pronounce it Atom Ant, but I just say either way, so this way I don't get something else mixed up with the singer musician Adam Ant, but it's Atom Ant, Atom. Anyway, this was a sci-fi comedy action adventure superhero series that originally shared top billing with Secret Squirrel on NBC when it premiered in October of 1965. Now, of course, we'll talk about Secret Squirrel in 2 weeks. It's aired on Saturday mornings. Anyway, Atom Ant is a superhero ant who operates out of an anthill in the countryside, where he possesses such things as a mainframe computer and exercise equipment. His powers mostly consist of the ability to fly, super speed, incredible strength, and invulnerability, and is well known for the catchphrase, "Up and out, ant!" He was often contacted by the police, who sent him out on assignment. Some of these missions parodied the missions of Batman. The police force is constantly shown to be underfunded by, these days, and inept, as they rely on Atom Ant to do all their police work. As seen in one episode, Nobody's Fooled, the only two police officers are the chief of police and the deputy chief. The department has only one rusted patrol car, and Atom Ant fights various villains, including recurring ones like Ferocious Flea and mad scientist Professor Von Gimmick. And that's what he does in his series each week. Now, there was an overall total of 26 short stories that were produced and aired with the series, as it aired as part of the Am and Secret Squirrel Show. Am and like the show I'll be talking about in 2 weeks, this ran for 2 seasons. After 2 overall seasons, Am Ant ended in September of 1967. After an overall total of 26 episodes were produced and aired. During this time, he also had a little bit of a comic book that came out after the success of the first season. The character also appeared in other things, including the film Yogi's Ark Lark, as well as its spin-off series of Yogi's Gang. Also, as well as Yo Yogi in 1990. Ant also received a computer game for the Commodore 64 called Ant Up and Atom in 1990, and also has appeared in numerous others things, including Yogi's Treasure Hunt. He appeared on there and had a cameo in an episode of Super Secret Squirrel on the Two Stupid Dogs series, which that'll be talked about later on. Up and Atom was also used by comic book superhero Radioactive Man in The Simpsons. And not only that, Atom Ant also made as a toy, made a cameo in an episode of What's New Scooby-Doo, as well as made appearances in Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, as well as a cameo in the direct-to-video film of Scooby-Doo, Mask of the Blue Falcon. More recently, he was seen in the end credits of Scoob in 2000, as well as on the Max series Jellystone. Yes. Anyway, I've seen Atom Ant before, and it's a fun show. The series, I believe, did get shown in syndication as well, but reruns aired on cable throughout the 90s and 2000s on Cartoon Network and Boomerang. where they aired how the show went in syndication with two other segments, the Hillbilly Bears and Precious Pupp, which I'll begin to in just a second here. Also, the show was never released on video cassette, but however, it got released on DVD. It well, as part of the first two volumes of the two volumes of the Saturday Morning Cartoons 1960s by Warner Bros. Home Entertainment. Also, there was an episode available on the Best of Warner Bros. 25 cartoon collection at Hanna-Barbera. In October of 2015, as the show had, which was just shortly after the series' 50th anniversary, the show got released on DVD for the first time through Manufacture on Demand through the Warner Archive, which I think you can still get for a reasonable price. To this day, the show is currently available for download via the iTunes Store, and that's all I know where you can find it, so good luck with that. For our voice acting cast, we have voiced the titular character of Ant-Man. There were two people. Howard Morris voiced him in the first season, while the second season he was voiced by Don Masick. As well as Don Masick also voiced Ferocious Flea. And the narrator, same with another great voice actor in Hanna-Barbera, John Stephenson. Alan Melvin, who recently voiced Gila Gorilla for the studio, actually voiced numerous characters, including Muscles and Professor Von Gimmick. While being uncredited, doing the show's opening intro narration announcing is Ted Cassidy, after he recently played Lurch on The Addams Family. And of course, he later went on to work for doing voice acting at Hanna-Barbera. Now, when it was shown in syndication with Ant-Man, there were two other series. First off was the Hillbilly Bears, which played on a social stereotype of the hillbilly with a gun-toting, mumbling father, Paul Rugg, who was always viewed in. The feeling was usually a lethargic operation in which the protagonists fired the same bullet back and forth from the comfort of their rocking chairs with their neighbors, the Hoppers. Yeah, Paul Rugg's voice was a low mumble splattered with a few understandable words. And while in the first episodes, Paul's voice was incomprehensible, his speech improved with later segments. His wife Ma Rugg was a homemaker who appeared as a more level-headed parent. Their daughter Floral and had lemon-colored fur. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied here. She was the Southern Belle and most sophisticated member of the family, and Shag Rugg was the smallest and the youngest in the clan, was a troublemaker who looked up to his father. Now, of course, like Ant-Man, they had 26 stories that were produced over the course of the two-season run. For the voices, we have Henry Corden, long before he became the second voice of Fred Flintstone, voiced Paul Rugg. Gene Vanderbilt, who of course was well known for voicing Wilma Flintstone, as well as Rosie the Robot on the Jetsons, voiced Ma Rugg and Floral Rugg. And Don Masick voiced Shag Rugg. Now, a fun fact here, the voices in person as for Floral and Shag were nearly identical to, Janet Waldo's performance of Judy Jetson and Doss Butler's performance as Elroy Jetson on the Jetsons. One other voice actor was Paul Frees, who voices the son of the Hoppers, Claude Hopper, who's always up to something to give Floral away from the family. Yep. The other segment is Precious Pup, also with 26 stories. Now in this cartoon it featured a large mangy dog named Precious and his owner Granny Sweet, who was a kindly woman with a passion for motorcycles, completely oblivious to the fact that her beloved affectionate pet was something of a neighborhood terror. He had a habit of slipping behind a victim quietly, sometimes in the fence of their home, and sometimes just for the fun of it, and jolting him with a ferocious series of barks, but never where or when Granny could catch him in the act. Unlike many cartoon animals, Precious didn't speak. His usual vocalism was as Max sounding wheezing laugh, if you know what I mean. Which was later used by Muttley in Wacky Races, and then it's found Dastardly and Muttley in their flying machines 3 years later. Well, Wacky Races was introduced 3 years later, and well, you know what I mean. He usually outsmarted his enemies, most notably Bruiser, the neighborhood bulldog, but he is also usually outsmarted his oblivious owner too. Yeah, I'm talking about Bruiser. Don Masick, who of course did Muttley, did Precious Pupp's vocal effects, while Jan Waldo voiced Granny Sweet. Henry Corden was also one of the voice actors' appearances as well. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to say Adam Ant is definitely a fun-filled show, and it's got some really fun-filled segments and what have you. I'm sure you know what some of the characters look like, but if you don't, let me go ahead and give it to you, okay? Well then. Here's a shot of the Hillbilly Bears. This is what was used for their little intro title card for the episodes. And here's a look at Precious Pup and Granny Sweet. Now, this was used for the episode title cards for their segment. And of course, I have to give you a shot of our main hero himself, Adam Ant. There he is. So now you know about Adam Ant. Yeah, it's a fun little show with great characters, and I think you'll really like it if you give it a shot. So, what do you think of this show? Did you ever catch Am Ant? I'm pretty sure a lot of you did, and I've watched the reruns of it. It's a fun little show. So, tell me what you thought about Am Ant in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Give them to know me. Maybe they like to be a part of my Big D Nation. And share my vids with your friends if you like. And later tonight, I'll be giving to you a spoiler-free review of film that definitely needs to be given justice, Craven the Hunter. And look for a little something, of course, an out-of-theater reaction, okay? So if you like this, check out these other Saturday morning TV logs, which you can see Am and appear on. In the upper left-hand corner is my Saturday morning TV log on Yogi's Gang from 1973. The upper right-hand corner is Yogi's Treasure Hunt from 1985. Or if you'd like some or if you'd like maybe some other crime-fighting critters from Hanna-Barbera, you can check out the Saturday Morning TV log on Shark Tales from 1982 in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is Road Rovers. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.